Welcome everyone to our next lesson in the Red Strike train-up sessions. I'm Yves, the designer of Red Strike, and in this video we will be covering nuclear warfare on a tactical level. First, you got to know that no player is free to use nuclear warheads. Indeed, they have both to make a die roll 2d10 once game turn, and on a roll of 11, so 2 rolls of 1, the player gets the authorization to use nuclear weapons at will for the remainder of the game. As long as he has not gotten this authorization, he may not use nuclear weapons. In this video I'm going to explain the tactical nuclear warfare, which may happen with any eligible units. Eligible units are any ground unit or missile units that have the range in the yellow box. For example, these French missiles, they are nuclear capable. So in this example, this Russian unit in the combat phase is declaring ground combat against this unit, and during the ground combat resolution, step 7, NBC warfare, he declares that he is using nuclear warheads. Nuclear warheads used by ground units are always small magnitude, so they will inflict 4 hits on the ground unit that is attacked with nukes. The rest of the ground combat resolution is done as normal, but in the end 4 hits will be inflicted on top of any other hits and retreats that have been inflicted on the defending unit. So imagine that it has not gotten any hits further than the 4 that he gets from the nuclear attack. The first hit will flip it, and then it will take 3 more hits. And we place an atomic mushroom there, and imagining that the unit has also gotten a retreat effect, so it retreats to Strasbourg. This hex is now nuclear contaminated. So after this attack, what happens? First of all, the first time in each game turn that nukes are used, the DEFCON is moved 1 space down, and the opposing player gets 15 victory points, which is really a lot. So you really have to think about starting the nuclear war. Each game turn after this that nukes are used, the opposing player will get 5 victory points. After the execution of a nuclear attack, the world opinion marker will be moved 1 space for a small, as in this case, for a small nuclear strike in favor of the opponent. So we have an effect on DEFCON, we have an effect on victory points, we have an effect on world opinion. And we have had 4 hits on the ground unit that has been attacked with nukes. The hex that has been attacked is now contaminated. A unit that is moving into or through this hex pays 2 movement points, but advance after contact does not spend movement points, so this unit could move now freely into this without spending movement points. But a unit or stack takes 3 hits when moving into such a hex, so maybe not such a good idea to move into this hex after all. Let's stay out of this. These 3 hits may be reduced if the unit that is going to enter is in command range of a headquarter that has NBC support units. Like for example, the 8 Guards Army headquarter is indeed having NBC support units. This unit is in range, so it would take only 1 hit. But again, the 1 hit would flip the unit, so it's not really a good trade-off. Again, we would probably stay out of that hex. Now, in the next phase where this unit is eligible to move, the French decide to retaliate. Retaliation is always automatically authorized. So now this unit, we will check the range. It has 4 hex range. The evil Russians are in range. Now we will check what is this for a missile. It's a Pluton missile. Pluton, ground, 4 hexes, nuclear, small. And it's always a hit, whatever the target. So this unit will take 4 hits. 1 hit, 2 hits, 4 hits, and little mushroom. And as the unit is in range of its headquarter with NBC support units, it will take only 1 hit after all. The game moves on and we reach the end stage of this game turn, during which these markers are flipped to the nuclear contamination site. Effects are the same as before for the attack hex. 2 extra MPs to enter the terrain, and units take 3 hits or 1 hit if they are in support of NBC units when they enter or move through such a hex. In the next end stage, so of the next game turn, the end stage, these markers will move. And to know where they are going to move, we will throw a die, and the windrows will tell us where the movement will go to. Results of 7 to 10, they won't move, they will stay there, no wind at all. But on a roll of 3, for example, the nuclear contamination markers will move in this direction. So the fallout is moving across the map. And again, if the nuclear contamination marker moves into a hex where there is a ground unit, it will take 3 hits, except again if it has NBC support.